I'm Brenton Ranglis. Tonight, the sadness and celebration of Rory Sloane's forced retirement. The scams taking advantage of the cost of living crisis. Inside the plan to bring old school discipline back into schools. Revealing the hidden danger of laser treatments for skin cancers. And plans to make Live Golf even bigger next year amid a promise to stamp out drunken bad behaviour. 9 News. Your news, nightly at 6 on 9 and on 9 Now.
The FIVEAA Sports Show. Stephen Rowe and Tim Jennifer.
Let's have a listen to Rowy's best work on the red carpet.
Cam Smith, welcome to Adelaide. When are we going fishing?
Monday, I reckon.
Mark Leishman, welcome, you star.
Yeah, thank you.
What happened to your beard? Did Greg Norman just say none, you know?
Oh, no,
I'm shattered.
Didn't work out this year.
The FIVEAA Sports Show.
Greg Norman, Stephen Rowe, pleased to meet you. There you go.
Weekdays from 4 p.m. on FIVEAA. Always Adelaide.
Penny's picnicking in one of Dad's favourite places, remembering him with all his favourite faces. The girls have gathered round at Jones, so Sarah knows she's not alone. All of us will be affected by cancer at some point in our lives, so this Australia's biggest morning tea, let's make it personal. Australia's biggest morning tea. Post your way. Search Biggest Morning Tea today.
G'day, it's Rory Sloane. For most business PC brands, a 4-hour service guarantee means they'll call you back in 4 hours. But at Leader Computers, a 4-hour service guarantee on Leader's business range means they'll come to your worksite and have you back in business inside 4 hours. Leader Computers are made here in Adelaide with better service, better support and speedy turnaround times. Grow your business and get behind a Leader. Find your local dealer at leadersystems.com.au.
Don't forget to make Mum's Day on the 12th of May. Show her the Silk Laser Clinic's love with our signature high-performance microdermabrasion, just $129. Save $40. Or make every day a good skin day with a Silk gift card. Available in our clinics or order online, straight to her inbox. With 67 clinics across Australia, she can enjoy a treatment from any of our laser, skin, aesthetics or body services. Make her day. Visit silklaser.com.au.
If you make a living out of being a handy person, it's handy to know that Rollerco has got you covered when it comes to parts for sliding doors and windows. Actually, I'd say you're more than covered. We stock over 3,000 different spare parts, which means you can pop in, get what you need, and get back to it. No messing around. Time's money, right? Rollerco. We'll get you rolling. 26 Jacobson Crescent, Holden Hill. Just 15 minutes from the city.
Baby, here I am, I'm a man on the scene.
Kia's most awarded SUV just got better. Get ready for the new, refined 7-seat Kia Sorento. Now with a dual 12.3-inch panoramic display and Kia Connect technology. Visit kia.com.au to find out more.
Kia. Movement that inspires.
Do you want to help a good cause and get paid to do it? If you're aged between 18 to 65 years old and generally healthy and not allergic to penicillin, you could help trial a potential new treatment for infections. Spend 14 nights in-house at our clinic and be reimbursed for your time. Help advance tomorrow's healthcare today. Head to our website and look for the broad spectrum study and apply. Visit cmax.com.au to apply today.
Streaming live via the FIVEAA Player app on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. This is FIVEAA, Always Adelaide.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
FIVEAA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
A very big good afternoon to you. It's Monday the 29th of April and we're now live on the Foodland Supermarkets Facebook and YouTube live stream. So jump on and have a look and say hi, because right now it's time for Pet Talk, and then after 3:30 I know it's usually happens on a Friday. Foodie Friday is usually when I get to eat some delicious food. But today we're talking about Tasting Australia because Charles Sturt is having a Tasting Australia event this year, Tasting the World in Charles Sturt. And you'll get to hear a little bit about one of the workshops that's taking place from the Tamil Association of South Australia. So I'm really looking forward to that. But as I say, 822 300 is the number to call because it's time for this.
Who let the dogs out?
Time to talk all things pets with Dr. Derek.
Who let the dogs out?
Dr. Derek McNair from the Parade Norwood Veterinary Clinic. Hello.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, it's nice to be here. I was actually on Saturday. I shouldn't admit. I didn't realise, but Angie phoned me Saturday morning and said, would you like to talk about World Vet Day?
Oh.
Like veterinarian rather than Vietnam vet or something.
Huh.
I went, oh, sure. Didn't even realise it was World Vet Day.
How did you celebrate World Vet Day?
I worked.
Oh.
I worked, so
there you go.
I played at being a vet, so that's how I celebrated it. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, that's why he's here to answer your cat and dog questions. 822 300 is the number to call. We've got a wait list already. It's like your waiting room at the Parade Norwood Veterinary Clinic. Barbara was on the phone nice and quick. Barbara from Ross Trevor, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Barbara.
Hello. I'm calling about my golden retriever. He's 12 years old.
Yes.
And he has some muscle wastage on one side of his head.
Right.
We had it checked out by the vet, who seems to think he's got a tumour and only has months to live. But he is very active, still very happy, eats, drinks, goes for walks. Things started to happen in about September when he had a problem with his eye. Yes. And that was diagnosed as Horner's syndrome and treated for that, but the treatment had no effect.
Right.
So it's been sort of recovered by itself. He's a little bit deaf now. He can still hear things, but he can't hear me calling him, for example. He's got a little bit of weakness in his back legs. Not much. He can still walk very freely, but you can notice it. And he sort of dribbles more when he's drinking.
Right.
So I'm just wondering if you have any ideas.
Yes. Is the weakness in his back legs both back legs or just one side?
It started with one side. He would sort of limp a little. I can't say. Possibly both.
Okay. And the side that he's got his muscle wastage on, was that the same side that had the Horner syndrome?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's very. He hasn't had a scan of his head done at all. No. Okay. It's very difficult and dangerous to start predicting how long dogs are going to live for when you actually haven't got a diagnosis. From what you're describing, it certainly sounds. Horner's syndrome is a problem of one of the cranial nerves, and if you get any damage to basically any nerves, doesn't have to be a cranial nerve, any nerve, if that nerve is damaged, then you can lose the muscle mass that nerve is innervating and giving power to. So from what you're describing, it's certainly highly likely that something is affecting a nerve or a few nerves on that side of his head. Now, with his age, unfortunately, yes, a cancer of a nerve becomes certainly a possibility. But, there can be other things as well. There can be other degenerations. If he's had some trauma, that's a possibility, although less likely. So, yes, I think it's probably a nerve thing. You can't predict. I've had dogs with muscle wastage of their heads that have gone on for a long, long time, and I mean years. So you can't sort of start saying this is the end. The only way you'll get a definitive diagnosis is if you go to one of the special places who can do CTs and MRIs, and you actually get a scan of his head to see what the nerves look like and if there's any growth in the nerves and stuff like that. That, unfortunately, it will give you an answer, but it's not going to alter what you can do. Has he tried him on prednisolone?
No.
Has he tried him
I don't think so.
on steroids?
He's just had just something for his eye. He hasn't had anything else.
Okay. It might be worthwhile talking to your vet, and maybe even just for a week, trying some prednisolone and seeing if you get any response with that. They are very strong anti-inflammatories, and if you've got an inflammatory process happening in the nerve that may or may not be a cancer situation, then that can sometimes help the problem. So you can get side effects of increased thirst and increased appetite, but yeah, it's worth a go. So I would talk to your vet about that, but yeah. Many years ago, I stopped predicting how long dogs were going to last for. So hopefully, even if he's got what he's got, years and years, I'm hoping.
Yeah, hopefully, Barbara. Thank you for the call. Good luck with it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, good luck.
That's Barbara in Ross Trevor, 8223 0000. Let's go to Mary in Flagstaff Hill now. Hi, Mary.
Good afternoon. I wanted to say a big thank you to Dr. Derek for going to work on Saturday and looking after my daughter's dog.
Oh, that was on World Vet Day as well, Mary.
Dr. Derek knows my daughter and her dogs very well. She's been going to him for many, many years.
The three retrievers?
That's correct.
Yes, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Are you sure? It sounds like you two could be family.
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
Oh, no, we're just born in the same
That's
country.
right. Yeah. Sister, thank you very much for phoning up again.
That's all right.
Thanks for the call, Mary. That's really kind.
It's my pleasure. Thank you, Mary. Thank you very much. It's very kind.
That's Mary in Flagstaff Hill. Any other family members of Dr. Derek's want to ring in and say how good he is? 8223 0000 is the number to call. No, we'll take some of your some more calls after this.
If you've seen Aldi's low prices, you may have thought they're having a sale, but they're not. And here's how you can tell. If there was a sale, there'd be a horn going, wee, 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 and I'd be shouting, it's a celebration, as starbursts flash and confetti explodes. But there's no sale. Just low prices every day at Aldi on everything from fancy stuff like Lacura neck firming cream to bread, milk and ankle grinders. Aldi. Good different.
Hi, it's Jane Riley. Fashion is a passion for me, but keeping up with trends that last 5 minutes is exhausting. If you prefer classic styles that never go out of date, go where I go, Sydney Street. For 35 years, this iconic SA fashion store has helped mums and daughters find their timeless style, and with over 60 quality brands on their racks, finding your fit is effortless. See the new stock at Sydney Street on Unley Road. Shop online at sydneystreet.com.au.
Our pets are such a comfort, and to some of us, they're clearly part of the family, my little Murray included. So make sure that you show them you care and head into your local Cheapers Chips for amazing catalogue deals out this Wednesday.
Take a look at their Melanie Cat Scratcher. It's literally a theme park for cats with multiple levels to relax and play, including a ladder, a tunnel, a house and even a hammock. And that's just $99, save $40.
I want a hammock.
That's a bargain. I'm going to get one for my cat.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Or maybe after they've spent a lot of time on the ladder and the tunnel and the hammock, they might need a bed, because Cheapers Chips has super soft pet beds that start from just $39, save $10.
Everything is so cheap. Pick up a deluxe pet carrier, perfect for trips to the vet. Oh, you need a deluxe pet carrier to go to the vet. Now $35, that's cheap. Save $10. Or how about a linen cat bed with mat in burgundy, beige or grey, cheap every day at just $20.
I love that you even get to pick out the linen colour. Beautiful, just like bed sheets. So make sure you get to your local Cheapers Chips for amazing catalogue deals out this Wednesday. Even pets live cheaper every day at Cheapers Chips.
Struggling with your CPAP therapy? Try the world's first auto-fitting mask from Fisher & Paykel Healthcare. Respirico Healthcare is offering the Fisher & Paykel Sleep Style device for 30% off, plus a free solo mask valued at $310. Visit one of 6 Respirico clinics and mention this ad to redeem this offer. Respirocare Healthcare, proudly serving South Australia for 20 years. When considering whether CPAP is right for you, speak to your doctor. Always follow the directions for use.
Hey Rick, it's Chris from Automasters. Just thought I'd give you a quick rundown on some of the things on the car.
Now you can see what we see.
Just want to show you two little things on the CX-5.
Autocam.
So this is the air filter out of your car.
Real-time video sent direct to you from your Automasters technician.
It's not actually the wheel bearing. What it is, the handbrake's integrated into the calipers.
See any issue firsthand. How good. Real-time reporting with instant SMS approval. Call 1300 Automasters. Great service guaranteed.
At KO, everyone's welcome, even if you just go for the team with the best jersey. There's nothing like being a part of it. Just ask Tom Stewart or Pat Carrigan.
That's right, Gilly. There's plenty of room. So get on board with KO.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
At 20 minutes past 3 here on 5AA, live on the Foodland Supermarkets Facebook and YouTube live stream in the middle of Pet Talk with Dr. Derek from the Parade Norwood Veterinary Clinic. Let's go straight to Tony in Ridgehaven. You've got a question, Tony. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Stacey. Good afternoon, Doctor.
Hello.
Yeah, look, Doctor, my partner's got a Maltese Shih Tzu about 15 months old.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, she's a beautiful girl. When we put the gas heater on, she runs away to another room. We turn the heater off, then we bring her in.
Yeah.
No worries. So we bought a radiant heater. We thought the flames may, spook her.
Mm-hmm.
And the same with the radiant heater, Doctor.
Oh.
We don't know what to do. She's a naughty girl, Doctor.
So does the
She's
heater...
a beautiful girl, though, sorry.
does the heater make a noise?
A little fan noise, Doctor, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that the ones that blow the heat out?
The gas heater does blow, yes, yeah.
The one you've got now has a fan as well that blows the heat out?
The radiant heater we just bought, yeah, but it's very quiet. You can hardly hear that one, yeah.
Okay. What you could do, the expensive option you've got is to move to Darwin, where you won't need a heater at all. The cheaper option you have is...
Freeze to death.
Well, that's a third option. I hadn't come up with that one.
Buy yourself an Audi, Tony.
Yeah.
For the dog, please.
Well, go to cheapest chips. They've got coats as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
what about us? It's not fair, Doc.
Yeah. Is the dog's a she? Did you say?
She's a beautiful girl. Her name's Coco. She's one of your patients, by the way.
Okay, that's very
beautiful.
Nice. Is Coco food driven? Does she like food?
She loves her food. She's a gut.
Okay. What to do is have the heater on and have it on in the room, and then the furthest away area in the room, feed her dinner in the furthest away area of the room, and make sure she's hungry. If you want to leave a bit more of a gap before she has her dinner, then leave a bigger gap. The other thing is just giving her treats. Give her lots of treats, but quite a distance away from the heater, and then gradually, every day, just feed her when you've got the heater on, so that's probably at night time anyway, when she'd have her meal, and then gradually just feed her a little bit closer and a little bit closer to the heater. So, and that usually works. I mean,
I was just going to say, Tony, we used to have something similar with Murray. We had a gas heater, and it was one of those ones you'd have to turn on, and it would do the click, 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 and then the flame.
Yeah.
And he hated it as a puppy.
Right.
He hated it, but then he really started to love it. And every time if we lost him, we knew he'd be sitting in front of the heater, because then he started to love the warmth and the heat.
What was the secret there, though, Steve?
I don't know. I think he just got used to it.
He just got cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're freezing, and, the little girl, she's a beautiful girl. All right, Doctor. We'll take it on board and we'll let you know.
Good luck.
Yes, good luck. And if she loves her food, that's the way to usually do it. And then when the heater's on, she gets fed, and so she'll start to like the heater because she'll associate it with getting fed.
Or if she's got favourite toys. Now that I think about it, we used to, I mean, they're not a toy. I hate it when Murray does it, but he chews our socks. I think I gave him a little comfort sock when he was near the heater.
She loves you then. Murray must love you. She chews the sock.
Maybe toys and
Maybe
not
a
socks.
toy.
We've had to remove a few socks from dogs' tummies.
Oh no.
Yes.
Okay, all right, I'll stop the socks.
Oh, no.
Good luck, Tony.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Tony.
Stacey, and thanks, Dr.
Thank you.
Derek.
Thanks for the
Steve.
call.
Bye-bye.
8223 0000 is the number to call. Let's go to John in Norwood. Hi, John.
Hi, it's Stacey here going, and
Good.
Dr. Derek. My son's got a golden retriever. He's about 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He had a seizure about 3 months ago, and then he's had another one again last week.
Right.
I was there with the first one, so I just kept him calm and that, and he snapped out of it
Mm-hmm.
in about half a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a very good experience, is it? And what I was reading up about, do they have to go on medication for the rest of their life, or what's the go there?
No.
You reckon?
No, they don't. And it comes down to personal choice. Did you say it just lasted for about half a minute?
Yeah.
Was it
But the second one he had was about 2 or 3 months later. That lasted not quite a minute. Yeah.
Okay. Was it a full seizure where he lost consciousness and his legs were paddling and he went to the toilet and stuff like
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
No, he didn't go to the toilet. He just was a bit disorientated. Yeah.
Okay. Did he lose consciousness?
No.
No, he didn't. Okay. That's what's called a petit mal seizure. There's a grand mal where they lose consciousness and don't know where they are and fall over and stuff like that. And the petit mal,
it wasn't that bad.
okay.
Yeah.
The petit mal ones are just when they sort of go a bit off with the pixies and stare into space and lose it for a while.
Yeah.
So he sounds like, because he's a young dog, there's actually, with seizures, there's over 50 known causes of seizures.
Oh.
But is he perfectly healthy in between times?
Oh, yeah. No, he's great.
Nothing wrong at all?
No, he carries his toys around, he likes going for walks and things like that. No, he's perfectly healthy, you know.
Okay. It's highly
out of the blue.
Yes. It's highly likely that he's got a mild form of epilepsy, because there's lots of causes of seizures, but a lot of them come later in life. A lot of them, they're unwell in between the seizures. So the fact he's a young dog and he's really well and normal in between the seizures make it highly likely it's epilepsy. So because they're mild seizures, at the moment, and they're only lasting half a minute or a minute, write down when they're happening, write down how long they're lasting, write down what he's doing before they happen to see if there's anything that sparks it off. And if he was my dog at the moment, I probably wouldn't do anything, and I would probably sit and cross my fingers and hope that he doesn't have any more. So if they became more frequent, if they lasted for much longer, if they became grand mal seizures, then yes, you have to probably investigate it a bit. And also, yes, he may be on medication, and some dogs are on medication for the rest of their life, but they tend to be the ones that have really big, severe seizures quite frequently. So it's not a set rule. It's not up to me as a vet to tell you to go put your dog on medication and all that sort of stuff. It comes down to the owner to decide if he's comfortable with how often it's happening, how severe it is. But from what you're describing, if he was my dog, I would probably just sit tight for a little bit longer. And if you had a third one in the next couple of months and it was longer again, then maybe go to your vet and have a chat about maybe even just for a short time putting him on anti-seizuring stuff to see if you could dampen it down and then sort of wean him off down the track. So yes, there's no set rules, John, with these these things. It depends on the severity and how frequent they occur.
Fingers crossed it doesn't happen again and you don't have to worry.
Yes.
Yeah,
luck,
like he
John.
could be home by himself and have one, and we wouldn't know.
Yes,
That's
and
the worst part about it.
Yeah, it is. The good thing is if your life doesn't change, if you see him for the same number of hours every day and every week, then if they become more frequent, the chances are you will start seeing more of them as well. But yes, you're right.
Yeah, the only reason I picked it up, he had a bit of moisture around his mouth. That's all he got. Was the symptoms when he had it. But as far as the other thing, he was okay. He wasn't vomiting, or he was just a bit disordered. Didn't know where he was for half a minute, and then he come good.
Yeah.
All right,
hopefully
Derek,
it doesn't happen again, John. Thanks
good luck
for the call.
and there's lots of dogs that have 1 or 2 and never have any more, so
hopefully
that's the case with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the call, John. 8223 0000 is the number to call. Dr. Derek's here in the studio every Monday afternoon from 3 o'clock answering your pet questions. And we've got a text here from Kerry. She says, "Hi, Derek and Stacey. The farty Frenchies are now wind-free. No more canned food, and we can discard the gas masks. Lol, thanks for your help." And she sent us a photo of her fart-free Frenchies. So there you go. Look at them. They're beautiful. They're wearing pyjamas.
Oh, matching.
So
matching
cute.
pyjamas. Yes.
Thanks for the update, Kerry.
Yep, that's good. Yes, and I find, and hopefully I don't get into trouble, but yes, some dogs get a bit windy with tinned food. It's more often red meats, but tinned food tends to cause it more than dry food.
There you go. Well, it worked for Kerry's farty Frenchies.
Good news for many people.
See you next week, Derek. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's Dr. Derek from the Parade Norwood Veterinary Clinic. Time for the 3:30 news headlines. And after that, a couple of workshops are coming to the council area of Charles Sturt for Tasting Australia. And I'm excited to get a little sneak peek next.
This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
G'day, Rowie here. This 5AA Play app is so easy. Here's what you do. Unlock your smartphone. Tap on the 5AA Player app. Tap the big play button on the middle of your screen and enjoy 5AA live in crystal clear sound. Wow.
The 5AA Player.
Now let's see what's in the swear jar at Buy Urban Bathrooms and Kitchens.
Boy, that's a cookie jar.
Oh, busted. My mistake. Let's see. Here it is. Here's one from Renette, an interior designer at Buy Urban for over 20 years. Renette swears to ensure your dream bathroom becomes a wonderful reality. For a team that swears to deliver on quality and service, see Buy Urban Bathrooms and Kitchens, Adelaide's home renovation experts. Wouldn't mind a cookie.
What is the first rule of Mum Club?
Don't stay on your phone at the park.
Absolutely not. I hate that rule.
Okay.
Well, welcome to Mum Club, the podcast by mums for mums. I'm Em Blatchford and I'm joined by my mate, Yaya. We wanted to start this podcast because we wanted to create a mother's group for your ears. Come and join us. Search for us wherever you find your podcast.
And tell your friends to join us too. Come and be our friend.
Yeah, we're not your regular Mums Club.
No, we're not.
Join us.
Far from it.
The Roller Door Doctor, this is Nurse Tracy.
Hello, hi. My husband managed to get it up this morning, but now I can't get it to go down again.
Sounds like you need automation. At the Roller Door Doctor, we can turn any garage door from manual to automatic.
Really?
Then you can get it up anytime, anywhere with an app on your phone.
The Roller Door Doctor, helping SA get it up for over 30 years. Contact the Roller Door Doctor for garage door repairs, service and installation. therollerdoordoctor.com.au.
Australian Idol winner Damien Leith returns to Her Majesty's Theatre this May with his acclaimed Roy Orbison orchestrated show, paying tribute to the Big O with a 35-piece concert orchestra. Hear Crying, Blue Bayou, Oh Pretty Woman and so many more. Live at Her Majesty's Theatre Friday, May 10. Roy Orbison orchestrated with Damien Leith. Book now at Ticketek.
Thank you very much. You've been an awesome audience. Thank you so much.
Experience authentic New Zealand from Adelaide with Princess Cruises and Phil Hoffman Travel. Choose from 3 departures cruising Adelaide return between October and November 2024. Enjoy 19 nights aboard Diamond Princess from $2,999 per person twin share. Plus, receive up to $300 onboard spending money per stateroom. Don't miss this unique opportunity to sail to New Zealand directly from Adelaide. T's and C's apply. Contact Phil Hoffman Travel. Visit pht.com.au.
Penny's picnicking in one of Dad's favourite places, remembering him with all his favourite faces. The girls have gathered round at Jones, so Sarah knows she's not alone. All of us will be affected by cancer at some point in our lives, so this Australia's biggest morning tea, let's make it personal. Australia's biggest morning tea. Post your way. Search Biggest Morning Tea today.
Live, local. This is 5AA, always Adelaide.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
At 25 minutes to 4 here on 5AA. Make sure you stay listening. I still have a double pass to give away to Damien Leith in Roy Orbison Orchestrated. It's live at Her Majesty's Theatre on May 10. Very soon you're going to hear a Roy Orbison song. When you hear it, give me a call, 8223 0055, and you've got to tell me the next lyrics. Bonus points if you sing them to me. If you can sing me the next line of the song, you can go along to Roy Orbison Orchestrated at Her Majesty's Theatre on May 10. But now I'm excited to talk about Tasting Australia because that festival kicks off this weekend and there are so many different events taking place as part of Tasting Australia. It's one of my favourite events of the year because I'm someone who loves food, but I also like to communicate through food, and I've got some of my fondest family memories over food at Greek Christmas and Greek Easter, which is coming up this weekend. Food was hugely important to me and my husband at our wedding. It was our big priority. So I think you can communicate with people through food, and I hope my next guests think so as well. I'm very excited to welcome Devi Ashok and Vic Pisani from Charles Sturt Council. Devi, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And Vic, thank you for coming along as well.
Thanks, Stacey.
Jump on the Foodland Supermarkets Facebook and YouTube live stream. Say hi. Check out what's going on because there is an event happening this Saturday, isn't it, at Charles Sturt? It's called The World in Adelaide's West. Vic, I might start with you as the organiser of this event. What was your intention behind The World in Adelaide's West?
Yeah, so it's called Tasting the World in Charles Sturt, and it's a series of 4 cooking workshops. And like you, I grew up in an Italian family, so you know, my culture was communicated through the kitchen, through my nonna and her recipes that she learnt through her nonna and her mother and so on. So these 4 cooking workshops that will be featuring locals in the city of Charles Sturt from the Indian community, the Ugandan community, Vietnamese and Italian communities. They'll all be sharing precious family recipes that are part of their culture and they've used to continue their cultural heritage. So they're going to share that with some lucky people that get tickets to this, as well as share their migration stories and teach people how to make these wonderful recipes. So, yeah, very exciting.
Yeah. And, Devi, you'll be doing a workshop this weekend as part of this event.
That's correct.
And you'll be cooking appam?
Yes, we will be cooking appam and traditional Tamil curries. So this is from the southern part of India called Tamil Nadu. And we will be presenting our traditional Tamil food.
And tell me, what is appam?
So appam is, it's kind of a pancake, a savory pancake, but has to be ground and fermented overnight. And it has to be made in a special pan. And there is a technique, you need to swirl it around to bring the shape. And it comes out really soft and savory pancake. And it's served with either traditional Tamil chicken curry or a vegetarian kurma.
Yum, it's making me hungry just thinking about it. So at your workshop, you'll be sharing a recipe for appam or a curry?
So we will be doing both appam and the chicken curry and the veg curry.
Oh,
so we'll be doing all
of
the
it.
three, and we will be demonstrating them how people who are coming how to make these appam, so they can have a like a hand on how to swirl this pan and make this traditional appams, which is actually a 2,000-year-old recipe, and it's been handed over generations to generation. So we are very proud to present this.
Yeah, absolutely. How lucky are we in a city like Adelaide, in a country like Australia, that we can, the three of us are sitting here. You've got a 2,000-year-old recipe, Devi, from India. I've got my Yaz, moussaka recipe, and Vic, I'm sure you've got your Nonna's sauce recipe that you cook at home, and it's so nice to be able to share it with other people. Is that a big part of why you wanted to be involved in this?
That's correct, because look, as a first generation migrants, and still all our extended families are back home, and food is something, a memory that brings memory, and it helps us stay connected with our culture and heritage. And this particular recipe, I learned it from my mom's mom, my grandma. So during the school vacation, my mom used to, as all parents today, she used to pack me up to my grandma's house, and she had showed me how traditionally it's done. So every time I cook this at home, it brings fond memories of my childhood and how I'm connected to my grandma. So and that's why it's food, so it brings all those fond memories and childhood memories, and when you serve, it just brings happiness to everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. So beautifully said.
And those, those recipes as well, they've never been written down. That's the other thing, is like, as you would know, your yaya, she never would have, it's all in the palm of their hands and in their head. So we're kind of, I think we're probably one of the first people to actually document this in a written form. So, that will be something in itself that's probably never been part of your family culture. And who knows, in 2,000 years time we might be talking about the pie floater and the the original recipe of that. But it's really exciting to have such a incredible recipe that's 2,000 years old.
Yeah, isn't it? And so, Vic, tell me a little bit about the brains behind getting these workshops together, Tasting the World in Charleston, as you mentioned, Devi's Indian cuisine, and also Vietnamese, Italian, Ugandan. Was it about bringing that multicultural spirit to the community, or was it also about low-cost cooking? And everyone's sort of thinking economically at the moment and wanting to save a few dollars. Is it giving people more ideas? Yeah,
it's a bit of both, and it's also about celebrating the cultural diversity within the city of Charles Sturt. And we have a really big Indian population in the city of Charles Sturt, and we have a big Vietnamese population, and now we're going through another wave of migration from African countries. So we wanted to have representatives from that community there, and we've got the Ugandan culture, and then with the Italians, I guess, and the Greeks, they were that first wave of post-war migration. So you've probably, the great thing is we've got three of the major waves of migrations represented within these 4 sessions. So we could go on for another 2,000 years maybe and still only scratch the surface.
Yeah.
But, we hope people just get a taste of the wonderful cultures that we have within our council area.
Yes.
So tell us how the day will work. Will it be one workshop after another, and do you attend all of them, or can you buy a ticket just for one of them?
Yeah, so they're low cost, so kids are welcome as well. They start at $25, $50 for full price. You'll get, it will be part demonstration, part storytelling as we learn a bit more about Devi's migration story and her family, and there'll be an opportunity to get your hands dirty and try part of it. And then at the end, the most important part is everybody will get sit down, have and enjoy a meal that Devi and her group have done before, ask questions, have fun, and go home with a full belly and a warm heart, I hope.
Beautiful.
Yes, we can't wait.
Yeah, are you excited?
Yeah, very excited.
Yeah.
Because Traditionally, my grandma used to use one of those stone mills to grind and pound these rice to make the rice flour and all that. But now we're doing modern, mixing and grinder and all that. So
do you use a Thermomix or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So we have modernized the recipe.
Yeah.
It's not the same method though. But then when in the end with the flavor, to bring out the same flavor and the smell and flavor, it just takes you back. So we want to share this happiness with whoever's coming on that day and talk about our story and. That's really exciting.
Oh, it sounds great. I can see how excited you are, and it's very exciting for me hearing all about it. Like I said, big fan of Tasting Australia, and in fact we'll be broadcasting from the town square next Wednesday, the 8th of... What's next month? May. The 8th of May. So make sure you stay listening because we'll have giveaways, we'll have chats with all of the key players. So it's really exciting to be able to talk to both of you today. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Stacey.
Davey Ashok and Vic Pisani from the city of Charles Sturt. And it's Tasting the World in Charles Sturt. If you do want to get a ticket, it's on this weekend. They're at tastingaustralia.com.au. It's 4:45 here on 5AA. Still have tickets to give away. Damien Leith in Roy Orbison orchestrated. When you hear one of Roy Orbison's songs, call me 8223 0055 and tell me what the next line of the song is. It's coming up.
David and Will invite you into the studio every morning with 5AA's live video stream of The Breakfast Show. Thanks to Foodland. With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
AutoCam. Look, this is real cutting-edge stuff.
AutoCam. It's new from Automasters.
Real-time video with a real-time report on my car.
Real-time video sent direct to you from your Automasters technician.
Check this out. There's the problem, there's the quote, and here you go, approved.
So good. Totally transparent instant SMS approval and Automasters pay later options.
AutoCam. The future of vehicle servicing here now. Call 1300 Automasters.
Have they just cracked the Deal or No Deal code?
Statistically, this is like a unicorn. How are you doing this?
We've been studying by just watching episodes that have already aired, manifesting.
It's working.
This is an absolutely incredible game of the deal.
It'll all come down to the very last moment.
It's time to find out what's in case 16.
Deal or No Deal, 6 o'clock tonight on 10 and 10 Play.
Every 4 minutes, one Australian suffers a heart attack or stroke. But knowing your risk is the first step to a healthier heart. That's why the Heart Foundation is encouraging you to get a heart health check this Heart Week. It's a simple 20-minute checkup with your GP. So book a heart health check today and never miss a beat.
Get a read on your year. Get better at money stuff. Get a different point of view. Get your travel on and get in the game. Get school lunches absolutely nailed. Get more out of 24 with The Advertiser. We're for you.
Did you know that Aged Rights Advocacy Service, ARIS, provides advocacy support and assistance for retirement village residents? ARIS can help you understand your rights and voice your concerns to village management. We can advocate for you or help you to self-advocate. ARIS is a free, confidential, culturally safe service supporting the rights of all older South Australians. Visit aris.org.au. That's aras.org.au. ARIS is funded by the Australian Government.
Now let's see what's in the swear jar at Buy Urban Bathrooms and Kitchens.
Wait, that's a cookie jar.
Busted. My mistake. Let's see. Here it is. Here's one from Renette, an interior designer at Buy Urban for over 20 years. Renette swears to ensure your dream bathroom becomes a wonderful reality. For a team that swears to deliver on quality and service, see Buy Urban Bathrooms and Kitchens, Adelaide's home renovation experts. Wouldn't mind a cookie.
Check this out.
Real-time video with a real-time report on my car.
There's the problem, there's the quote, and here you go, approved.
So good. Totally transparent instant SMS approval and Automasters pay later options.
AutoCam. New from Automasters.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
FIVEAA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
It's 11 minutes to 4 here on 5AA. Still have tickets to Roy Orbison Orchestrated to give away. Keep an ear out when you hear a Roy Orbison track. Give me a call, 8223 and tell me what the next line of the song is. But I'm also taking your calls on any of the matters we've been discussing today. I still have a Wallace Cinemas family pass to give away to the best caller on what item from your childhood should be in a museum. This is after Mr. Squiggles' collection is moving to the National Museum in Canberra. 8223 is the number to call. Or maybe you've got some thoughts on old school discipline being introduced into schools across the country. Leighton from Tokyo's given us a call. Leighton, good afternoon, or what time is it there in Tokyo?
Yes, it's only 3:20. We're only half an hour behind, Stacey.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I miss Tokyo. I went there once a couple of years ago. It's the best country to travel in.
Oh, it's a beautiful place.
Mm.
Absolutely. Now, education. You know, I was listening to Matthew earlier this morning, and somebody phoned in and said there are 4 R's. There's reading, writing, arithmetic, and respect.
I did hear that, and I thought, I don't think writing starts with an R.
Well, it doesn't, but it does sound like it, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I honestly think what has happened over the past couple of decades is technology. Get rid of the computers, get rid of the laptops, get rid of iPhones, and get them to use their heads.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think it's definitely contributed to the shorter attention spans and potentially the bad behaviour as well. I've seen kids who are perfectly well behaved, and then the minute you give them an iPad and then try and take it away from them, it changes their whole attitude. So, yeah, I don't think you're alone in that train of thought, Leighton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was all I wanted to bring up. Thanks, Stacey.
Well, thank you for the call. Appreciate it, and enjoy beautiful Japan.
Well, it's the land of the rising sun and the shaky earth.
Yeah, that's true. Stay safe. Thanks for the call. That's Leighton in Tokyo. 8223 is the number to call. But if you're ringing for tickets to a certain event at some point, the number is 8223
Pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman.
The next line of the song is All I Need From You. If you want to win tickets to go and see Damien Leith in Roy Orbison Orchestrated at Her Majesty's Theatre on the 10th of May, give me a call now. 8223 I need you to tell me what the next line of the song is. And if you sing it to me, it's bonus points. Peter in West Lakes was very quick off the mark. Hello, Peter.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Could you just play it again for me, would you mind?
I'll play the song again, and you know the drill. You've got to tell me the next line.
All right, I'll sing it to you if I know.
All right, Peter, I'm looking forward to that. Here it is.
Pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman.
Do I want to meet?
It's really close. You're really close. Let me give you one more chance, Peter. I hate to say no to someone.
Pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman.
Would you like to meet?
Oh, Peter, I'm sorry. I can't give it to you.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Don't worry. I've got a double pass every day this week, so stay listening.
Thank you.
Might talk to you again tomorrow, I hope. Good luck, Peter. All right, let's go to Bernie in Harndorf. Hello, Bernie.
How you going?
Good. Do you want to hear it again?
No, the kind I'd like to meet.
Yes, well done, Bernie. Well done.
Cool, thank you.
No prob. Stay on the phone. We'll get your details, but make sure you enjoy.
No worries. Have a good day.
See ya. You too. That's Bernie in Harndorf. Easy as that. Damien Leith in Roy Orbison Orchestrated live at Her Majesty's Theatre on the 10th of May. If you want to get along to it, book at Ticketek. fivepodcast.com.au. Otherwise, I'll have a double pass every day this week. Now, it's almost 4 o'clock, which means it's almost time for the news, and then it's almost time for Rowie and Timmy G after 4 with the sports show. And Timmy's just walked in and, dare I say, Timmy, how's Rowie feeling? It's going to be a big show.
Yes, it is. And, of course, there it is. There's the announcement I brought in for you.
Rory
Sloane has decided to retire. I know everybody on the outside would sort of be thinking, yeah, well, that's fair enough. He's, you got to look after your eyesight. He's got a family and the like. I know from a playing point of view, and I said this to David and Will when it first came up, when he had the operation. I said, I know this sounds ridiculous, but I said, if I was in the same situation and I had any minute possibility of playing, I'd play. And I know that sounds ridiculous, and I know it sounds selfish or whatever, but such is your obsession with football. I know Rory is exactly like this. It's your life. And so for the player, it's like, well, no, I don't want this to end, ever. And you fully commit yourself regardless. So if it was just self-harm, you don't care.
No.
So it's a really weird one, I know, for people to try and understand out there, but you just really don't care for your own, what would you say, your own safety.
But I guess then there's, as you mentioned, the bigger picture, family, kids. You don't want...
Well, I think also, we haven't got 100% across exactly this, but just how much is it affecting him?
Yeah.
How much is the eye? And you probably in the end, it's like, okay, well, this is going to take a lot longer to heal than what we thought, and then it's another year gone. So it's probably what he's done. I think he's called it a day. I think it's excellent that he's, I don't know if you're aware or not, but he's going to hang around at the club. He's going to help Nick Murray through his knee reconstruction, rehab, and this is the sort of bloke he is. He'll just keep giving until there's no more to give. So look, yeah, there'll be a fair tribute, I think, going on from the listeners for Rory Sloane, but it's also in Showdown week. So it's going to be a big week this week, building up to that. On the back of Live Golf, we got Cornsey back for the first time. He's been hobnobbing at the Masters, and now he's been to Live Golf.
I saw him at Live on Saturday as well.
We're going to get a comparison, no doubt, from him, and Treaders will come on as well. So it'll be a big show.
Good. And now this week coming up, this showdown is going to test my theory, because my theory that all of our local teams, they either win or lose together, because on the weekend we saw them all win, the week before we saw them all lose, the week before that the Crows, Port and Thunderbirds all won.
Yeah.
This weekend it can't happen.
Yeah.
Because the showdown,
because
one's got to win.
Showdown's going to upset it. Yeah, I watched the Thunderbirds. Oh, wow.
I know,
that was
good,
exciting, that was.
Yeah,
and now Adelaide United Reds got up too. So
there you go.
What a weekend.
We will have to see.
What a weekend.
What a weekend. Looking forward to hearing from you and Rowie after 4 o'clock. It's time for me to get out of here. Thanks for your calls and texts today. I'm going to give the Wallace Cinemas family pass to Rose. She rang up earlier and told us she wanted Fat Cat or Humphrey B. Bear to be memorialised in a museum. So Rose, congratulations. Make sure you head to Wallace Cinemas. You've got a family pass. Mitcham, Mount Barker, Piccadilly, Noarlunga. Tickets are at wallace.com.au and we will get them sent out to you. I will talk to you all tomorrow.
Will retirement living suit you? Get a sneak peek of the lifestyle you could enjoy at FIVEAA's free open home events across Adelaide from the 7th to the 9th of May. Come along with family and friends to explore all our communities have to offer and find out what village life is really like. You can inspect our display homes, discover our social activities, meet some of the residents and chat with our friendly team. Take the first step and search